Hello, everyone. Good
Oh, we're
morning.
live.
Yes, and today I have requiring guest on my channel again, Mr. Marshall Butters Vlog. And Sir Marshall is a food and travel investigator with a pinch of comedy thrown in. And
Thank you
here
for
is
having me. Thank you for having me again. It's lovely
okay,
to
and
see you again.
yeah, and thank you also, sir, for having on my channel again.
My pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Okay. And everyone, that he recently has focused on the Philippines and has sampled food throughout the country. So we will try response to all the comments or questions as time allows. So, sir, welcome back to the Philippines and welcome back to my channel. And your collaboration is greatly appreciated. Okay.
Well,
And
as I said, thank you for having me. It's
okay.
always good to see you. We had a great time last time, so I'm looking forward to it.
Okay. So, sir, you are now in Davao, Philippines. I saw a video of you eating paella, which I love, but it's hard to find in the Philippines. Where did you find it, and was it a Spanish restaurant or a Philippines restaurant?
Well, it's sort of like a Spanish Filipino kind of fusion. It's called the Tiny Kitchen,
Mm.
and it's run by Vince Rodriguez, I think his name is, and he's a lovely guy, and he's had the restaurant for a very long time, and
Ah,
it's actually
okay.
quite large, but it's called the Tiny Kitchen because when he started the place of 20 years ago, I think it
Mm.
had 3 tables and chairs, but he's expanded and expanded. But yeah, he makes all kinds of interesting dishes. And one of them
Mm.
is the paella or paella spaghetti,
Ah,
which
okay.
just a slightly different take. But the spaghetti really soaks up the juices of the paella really nicely, and it was just delicious.
Ah, okay.
Mm.
But sir, it seems on my mind. What about did you ever taste about spaghetti bolognese? I think it's in Italian rice, right?
Italian rice.
Yeah, Italian spaghetti
Yeah.
bolognese.
It's Italian
Uh-huh.
spaghetti. Yeah, bolognese. But spaghetti bolognese at one stage was almost the national dish of Australia because there was a lot of Italian immigration to Australia. So I was brought up. Uh, well, once I got into my teens, I think we ate a lot of spaghetti,
Uh-uh.
and I love it. Yeah, spaghetti bolognese is delicious.
Ah, okay. And sir, you recently extended your visa at the immigration office. How long was the extension, and can you briefly explain the process and give any advice to viewers?
Well, the process seems to change from region to region in the Philippines.
Mm,
In Manila, you go in and you fill out a form and you show them your passport or your ARC card, and and then you pay some money, and you can pay some more money if you want to get your visa back quickly. I
mm.
extended 2 months. That just seems to be the limit at the moment. Um, in Davao, I needed, and I wasn't prepared for this, but I needed to have photocopies of my front page of my passport and my um, visa stamp, my previous visa
Mm.
stamp, and something else I can't remember. But I also needed to have photographs. So they
Ah,
pin a photograph of you to your application form. So you fill out an application form as well. But the whole process only took about an hour, which was great.
mm.
So I was in and out. There's just a little bit more compliance in Davao than there is. Like the last time I renewed was in Manila, and the time before that was in Visayas somewhere. I can't remember, but it wasn't there wasn't so much compliance attached to it.
Okay. Okay. But here, I think in Visayas, I am not so sure, but Cebu is just only two immigration in Cebu, either in Mandawi and also here in Lapu-Lapu.
Right. Okay. And I haven't extended in Cebu, but
Yeah. And
yeah,
sir, do
yeah,
you can you give specific amount if how much you paid for the
yeah. It
two?
was 2,800 pesos.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. And sir, our last interview was 6 months ago. What cities or places have you visited and sampled the food since then? Any particular dish or cuisine you want to mention or recommend during that period of time?
Well, I'm in a hotel room at the moment, and I've been staying in hotels for I
um,
think it's 10 months. So I
okay.
haven't had an apartment or I haven't had a kitchen for 10 months. But I've been traveling a lot, and I'm going to Zamboanga again for the fourth time in a few days, and then I'll travel through Zamboanga del Norte to Ipil and then to Dipolog, and then I'll come back to Davao City for the Kadayawan Festival, which
Mm,
sounds really fantastic. But just recently, I went to the islands in the south of the Philippines. So I went to Basilan, Tawi Tawi, and
mm,
Sulu, and also Santa Cruz, and ate some
ah,
really interesting and different food when I was there, and met some lovely people. But
mm,
like specifics, I think the chicken pianggang, which
okay.
the black sauce that
Mm,
comes from the burnt
mm,
and then they also use pamapa, which is a mixture of herbs and spices that's quite spicy. That was
mm.
delicious. It was fantastic. So I really enjoyed the food and I really enjoyed the experience.
Okay. And sir, since you are in Davao now and Davao has so much durian, do you ever taste durian?
I had a durian shake yesterday, uh,
Okay.
and it was arancilio, I think,
Mm,
was the durian,
secure?
and it was a very strong durian flavour. And I like durian. I like it, but it's so much cheaper here.
Yeah, but I mean, I really would like to experience, but only the smell I can take. But some of my friends said you just try to taste, but just cover your nose and put the durian on your mouth.
Yeah, it's something. It's an acquired taste, so you need
Ah,
to eat it a few times, and then you start to get it. And there's all sorts of
ah,
different durians. It's a little bit like maybe like something like cheese. Like there are all
mm,
sorts of different cheeses, and maybe you don't like some of them, but you'll love others. That's what durians like, I think.
okay.
Like you can
Okay.
pay 350 pesos a kilo in Manila, and here you can pay
Mm,
as low as 30 to 50 pesos a kilo.
yes.
So,
Yeah, much more cheap in Davao because I
yeah,
think
yeah.
they have durian trees there.
Yeah, there's durian everywhere. It's
Mm,
great. Yeah. And I eat it
yes.
from time to time. Yeah, I
Mm,
like it.
okay. And what qualities, I mean, what qualifies you as a food investigator? Are you self-proclaimed or have the necessary credentials?
I don't have any credentials. I mean, I did run a cafe for a couple of years in Melbourne at one stage, but I would describe myself as more of a curious eater than a knowledgeable.
Okay.
I want to try new things and then attempt in my very layperson way to explain what it is that I'm eating. But
Yeah.
I'm interested in trying new things. So the
Okay.
whole travel and food thing works in really nicely for me because I like traveling. I like the experience of going to new places. I like to feel outside my comfort zone, and I like to try new foods.
Okay. And sir, you said that try to have new experience. Did you try to eat dried fish?
Uh, you know, it's funny that you should pick that particular one because
Yeah.
when you go to the market and you go to those dried fish places, it's I, I, I'm not really big on seafood, believe it or not, but uh, I am the dried fish is perhaps a little bit pungent, but I would,
Mm.
but I haven't.
Okay. Because for us Filipino, it's our favorite dish also.
Well, I had my next video, which is going up tonight, was on
Kari
kari
kari. Okay.
at a restaurant here that's supposed to do it extremely well. And my first experience with it was I hated it. I got a
Mm,
really bad one. I was really unlucky. I just got a really bad, watery, thin, horrible one. And I thought, oh,
ah,
what is this? And so I hadn't eaten it since. And a subscriber said, you should go to this place, to Lito's Grill,
yeah.
because they make the best curry seafood. And I thought, all right, I'll man up and I'll do it. And I did. And you'll have to
Mm.
watch the video to find out what happened.
Okay, and your two most popular videos were Walastik Paris, exotic Filipino street food. It comes to 2,700 views, and Baguio Day One, Burnham Park Cafe by the Ruins, 193,000 views, both 1 year ago. And why do you think these eating areas were so popular and garnered so much interest?
Well, possibly with the Pares,
Mm,
it was that a foreigner was actually, having having some,
mhm.
because I don't think a lot of food vloggers want to go to those sorts of street stands
Okay.
and eat eyeball and lung and brain and so on. But I wanted to try it, and I did. It's funny, like I've just realised just recently my YouTube's
Mm.
come down and my Facebook's gone right up.
Ah, okay.
So I recently had like the highest views I've ever had for a video, which is around about 240,000 on a
Um,
video with Facebook, and that so Facebook's sort of taken over. I mean, I still do YouTube. I do everything that I used to do. I pay as much attention to it as I used to. But when I travelled into the south, my YouTube just came down and down and down, and my Facebook went up and up and up. So I don't know exactly know why, but you just go with it, whatever. It's good.
yes. And because sir, we don't know if one of our videos will be viral in social media. We just can only surprise that it happened, right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. You never know. I've
Yeah.
put videos up and I've thought, oh, this is such a good video, and then it does really badly, and it's so disappointing. And then you put something else up and think, oh, yeah, it's another video, and it does really well, and you think, what? Why?
Yes. Sometimes if you gonna put video and then you are not sure and then you can tell to yourself, it's okay. I don't care if that video is it good or right, but you don't realize that that video will make a viral in the future.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And also, too, sometimes videos get picked up, maybe three
Mhm.
months later, and suddenly they
Yeah.
start going, and you think, how did that happen?
Yes.
What happened with the algorithms had some sort of, and
Okay.
then off it goes.
And sir, I just departed Thailand and give Thailand a nod over the Philippines in food variety and taste. Do you agree with my determination or have difference with it?
I didn't quite get it. Did you say that Thailand's got what?
Okay, I just departed Thailand and give Thailand and over I mean give Thailand a nod over Philippines in food variety of taste. Do you agree with my determination or have difference with it?
Well, Thailand, has an internationally famous food culture.
Mm,
But I think as far as variety goes, there's quite a lot of variety in the Philippines, especially when you go from the very north to the very
mm,
south. The cuisines really change, and so I think there's a lot to experience in the Philippines, like there is in Thailand, with the differences from the south and the north, and then the Isan people in the northeast in Thailand eating Laotian, a completely
mm,
different type of cuisine, to central Thailand, which is more Thai.
yeah.
So they have regional differences as well, uh, just like the Philippines. So maybe you've got to travel a bit
Okay.
to experience it.
And sir, I have something to tell you. Could you share this interview on your Facebook page?
Okay. Yeah, yeah, sure.
Thank
Well,
you. Okay. Because sir, when I was in Thailand, my appetite there was changed. I always eat every 20 minutes.
every 20 minutes.
Yeah, every 20 minutes.
What was your favorite dish when you were in Thailand? What was it that you really liked?
I think I didn't pay. I think most of the food that I eat is my favorite because I really like the food there, and especially their papaya salad. It's very tasty. But
The the
uh,
somtam, yeah.
mostly their food is spicy, but I can eat spicy foods. I like spicy foods, but not so very spicy, just only slight spicy. I can eat that, but
Yeah,
I
I
am
think
satisfied. Mm?
somtam can be so
Yeah.
spicy sometimes it's
Yeah.
unbelievable. You know, you've got to say to the person who's making it, you've got to say just one chili, one. No, no, stop, one. Because they put in a handful, and then
um,
you just can't eat it. It's too spicy, and I love spicy food too. But oh boy,
mhm.
somtam
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And any cake shops, bakeries, and specific dessert cities and places we're mentioning. I know Cafe Louis and Davao had some eye-catching dessert. What is economy, luxury dining, and reference to Louis Cafe?
Louis Cafe.
Yeah, Liu Cafe, Liu Cafe,
Is that the
Liu.
one? Are you talking about the one that I went to?
Yes, the bake shop, the
Luho.
bakery. Liu,
Cafe
Liu,
Luho.
Liu.
Luho.
Okay,
It means
Liu.
luxury. Cafe Luho.
Okay.
Yeah, they've
Luxury.
got lots of delicious desserts, and she's a patissier, so she
Ah,
trained in making cakes, and
mm,
so there were all kinds of delicious things there. Um, I can't think. That was a few videos ago, but yeah, beautiful chocolate cakes and
mm,
other lots of things. Yeah.
yes. I think, sir, if you find a companion and then you will bring your companion with you traveling, I think your companion will become fat because you always eat.
Yeah, I'll have to get a really skinny one.
Yeah. Yeah, but sir, what is your secret? What is your secret that you often quite? I mean, you travel for food, but you are still tiny. What is your secret?
Well, uh, I actually do try to. I
Mm,
don't want to put on weight because it's really
okay.
unhealthy, and so I only eat twice a day, and
Mm,
I don't snack.
okay.
So yesterday, when I did the kari kari video, I had kari kari,
Mm.
and then I had a pizza for dinner. And if I do snack, it'll just be fruit.
Mm.
So I do actually try, because it's not very healthy to
Yeah,
be.
but sir, have you ever going to gym or not? Do you go
Uh,
to gym?
to
Gym.
gym, I
Yes.
well, I've got stress bands and I work out in my hotel room. I do
Ah, okay.
push-ups and stress bands and squats, and
Mm,
I've been a bit lazy recently.
okay. Many travelers don't see the Philippines as a place for unique, exotic, tasty, and memorable cuisine. They prefer nearby countries such as Vietnam, Malaysia, Thailand, and Korea. Do you agree or have other perspectives?
Well, I think the other perspective is that the cuisine of the Philippines hasn't been quite so as discovered.
Mhm.
Uh, there was, I think it was in the 70s, there was mass immigration out of Vietnam into America and Australia, and with it, the food. Uh, Thai food has just been picked up all over the world,
Mm,
um, and Filipino food not so much. So when people come to the Philippines, like me, when I came to the Philippines for the first time, I couldn't have named a single Filipino dish.
Mm,
And I was quite surprised when I got here because I thought it'd be like more Asian, it'd be like stir fries and things, so it was
mm,
completely different to what I was expecting. So I think, it's just that people don't know.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay. So there is a comment here. Wait, I'm gonna read. Get Chilean's journey. There's Sharon. I'm here. Not familiar with the guest. Okay. Please, subscribe to his channel. His channel is Marshall Butters. YouTube channel.
Vlogs.
Yeah, vlogs. I mean Marshall Butters vlog. And I interviewed him already, literally on 6 months ago. Just go back on my other video and also here. Philip Messi, Mayong Protect Sharon, and yes. Hi, good morning. And sir, do you have planned again to go back to Cebu?
At some stage, yeah, at some stage. But at the moment, I'm going to sort of concentrate on Mindanao.
Okay.
And then I have to go back to Manila at some stage because I've got some things to do there. So, yeah, Cebu's in there somewhere again, for
Okay.
sure.
Mm.
Yeah.
And sir, please name some foreign or Filipino cuisine dish that you would recommend foreigners to try and what place to find them.
Well, I was thinking about this a little while ago because there was the big deal made out of Anthony Bourdain saying that sisig would break out internationally and become a
Mm.
really big dish, and I
Okay.
found that quite extraordinary, really. I mean, he was part Jewish, and sisig's pork, and pork, of course, cuts out a large part of the market,
Mm.
and fatty food isn't going to be as popular as something else, for example.
Okay.
If I was to go to America or Australia with one dish and say, try this, it's Filipino food, I think you'll like it, I'd take adobo because it's
Yeah.
immediately accessible. And people
Yeah.
would go, oh, that's delicious.
Mm.
But sisig's perhaps a little bit more challenging for foreigners because we don't eat certain parts of the pig
Yeah, it's very challenging, sir. It's because it's there is also ears of the ears
and
of
the
the
face.
pork. Yeah, and I like also sisig, but spicy. Spicy sisig with egg on the top, right? With egg
Oh
on the
yeah,
top.
yeah, yep, yep. I've been to Pampanga and I've had sisig in Angeles, and
Mm-hmm.
it was amazing. I mean, it comes out and it's steaming hot on a really
Yeah.
hot. It's a great bit of theatre. It's good, but I wouldn't eat sisig every day because I'd have a heart attack.
Mm. Yeah, you must be very careful because it's too, too much cholesterol.
There is a lot of cholesterol, a lot of fat in it, Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like something like adobo or even a caldereta, you know. Uh,
Yeah. And sir, have you tried to eat bulalo?
Bulalo, yeah, yeah, I've had
Yeah,
bulalo
okay. Bulalo also is nice and tasty.
and full of cholesterol.
Yeah, full of cholesterol also. But sir, more
Bone.
challenging. Yeah, sir, more challenging on you if you will try to eat dried fish.
Yeah, yeah. But I had bulalo and I ate the marrow out of the bone, and I thought it was quite nice.
Okay. Okay. And there is one comment here. Boots on boots. Yahoo at Philip Masi. Okay. Hi everyone. Hi. Thank you for watching. Okay. So, sir, do you go to any bars or clubs to investigate unique and exotic food and drinks? If so, where? If not, why not?
I think the question you're asking is, do I go to bars and clubs?
Yeah,
And
clubs,
the answer is
bars.
no. I don't. I
Mm,
don't. I just don't find them to be fun anymore. Maybe I'm getting a bit older, but uh,
mm.
I prefer restaurants. Yeah.
Okay, and there is a question here, sir. Philip Masi, how about lumpia? How can you describe lumpia in the Philippines, sir?
Well, it's if I don't know where Philip comes from, but if Philip comes from Australia, I'd say it's like a spring roll. It's like a vegetarian
Yeah,
spring roll. Yeah.
but it depends. Philip Masi, Filipino people can, I mean, some of the Filipino people can be able to do their own way to make lumpia. So it depends if your companion or your girlfriend give love for to make that. It's full of love, so it will be more tasty.
Well, I've had
Because
lumpia with minced
yes,
pork, and it was delicious.
okay. Um, okay. And there is also meat lumpia and vegetables lumpia here. We can
Yeah,
make it also different. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Do you consider Filipino foods, especially main dishes, to be healthy? Many foreigners tell me it's unhealthy. Do you agree? Why or why not?
Well, it depends again what you eat. You know, like if you
Mm.
have, um, um, laing and perhaps a calderetta on rice. I think that's quite healthy. You can
Mm.
always have a bit of chop suey on the side. But if you're only eating, say, quite fatty pork adobo
Mm.
with rice, I don't think that's particularly healthy. It's quite delicious, but I don't think it's healthy. I think I think you need more vegetables. So have a pinnock with it.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. So have you ever tried to eat pinakbet? Pinakbet is just a Filipino dish mixed with different vegetables, right? Have you ever
Yeah,
tasted? Ah,
I have.
okay.
I don't really like bagoong.
Bagoong. You eat
Yeah,
bagoong?
no, I don't like it. I don't.
I am shocked because I think you cannot be able to eat the bagoong.
Well, it's the same in Thailand. You know, they've
Mm.
got like a bagoong in Thailand that they put into the som tum sometimes. And
Oh,
oh,
okay. But sir, bagoong is very delicious, especially if we pair that with the green mango. It's very, very
yeah, that's
delicious.
that's they've got exactly the same thing in Thailand as well.
Mm.
And I don't like it. I can't. They're really really sour mango, and then the taste that hits you is like a slap across the
Yeah.
face.
I think you must say, no, 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 no bagoong. Better that I eat rice only, not bagoong.
Yeah, I'll just have the rice.
Okay.
I had with the kari I had yesterday. They gave me this
Okay.
pot of bagaong,
Mm,
and I just pushed it over to one side. Bye bye. Mm.
okay. There is a question here. Philip Masi, let's talk about ubi and mango and banana Q. How are Filipino dessert? Yeah, mango ubi. It's not like ubi halaya. It's not ubi halaya. It's just like a leche flan, yeah, leche flan. And mango, we make. There are so many different dessert of mango. Sometimes we make mango graham and banana Q. It's we made banana Q, but there are so much different dishes. I mean, dessert here in the Philippines. Like there is puto bongbong, bibingka, and sapin-sapin. There are so much here in the
Mm.
Philippines, and you will
Yeah,
try that.
yeah, yeah. Halo, halo.
Yeah, hello, hello.
Knickerbocker. They call it knickerbocker in Zamboanga. There's more
Yeah.
fruit. There's more fruit in a knickerbocker. I
Mm,
like the knickerbocker.
okay. Where did you have you been eating halo halo, sir? In Chowking or in Mang Inasal?
Everywhere. I've eaten. I tend to keep away from Chowking,
Ah,
um,
okay.
but I've eaten halo halo in I don't know so many different places. Yeah, I've had all kinds of different halo halos,
Mm,
and I love it. But I always find, when it comes, it's so beautiful there's so many different colors and things in it,
Yeah.
and then you mix it and you turn it into this sort of gray paste and go, oh,
Yeah.
it looks so beautiful before I mixed it up.
Yeah. And sir, have you tasted also cassava cake?
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
I was eating one or two cassava cakes a day
Mm.
during the pandemic, and I put on so much weight I had to stop.
Okay, there is a question, there is a message coming here. John Dodo, I am a big fan of both chicken and pork adobo, lumpia, not so much. I like ubi too. Yeah, ubi halaya.
Yeah, well, ube is in so many different things, isn't it? It's in so many different cakes and
Mm,
desserts. Yeah, it's delicious.
yes.
Um, and I love chicken adobo. I'm
Yeah,
more
chicken
adobo than
adobo,
adobo. I love
chicken
chicken
adobo
adobo.
or pork adobo.
Mm.
But try lechon paksiw.
Which one?
Lechon paksiw.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't even try that, sir? Lechon paksiw. It's like if there is a birthday, I think there is lechon paksiw in the lechon restaurant. I think here in the Philippines, in Cebu, we have there is especially Rico's lechon. Rico's lechon. They serve also lechon paksiw there. Lechon
Uh,
paksiw is the lechon that left over on the last day. I mean last night, and then on the next day they will make it lechon paksiw. They put it in the casserole and then put soy sauce and other spices on it, and then it's done and it's tasty.
yeah, good. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, okay, lechon paksiw. Okay. And sir, what other countries have you traveled, and is there a country of choice when it comes to find cuisine investigations?
Well, I've mainly vlogged in the Philippines, but I have vlogged in Indonesia, Malaysia, Thailand, and Singapore, and Australia. Uh, and I just I was really surprised by Indonesia, and I really loved the sambal. You know
Mm,
sambal? It's a kind of a chili sauce that they make, and it changes from region to region.
okay.
I really enjoyed the food in Indonesia, but then again, I enjoyed it just about everywhere. When I was in
Mm.
Malaysia, I was staying in Little India, and so I was eating
Okay.
mainly Indian food. Mm.
Okay. And sir, do you have a family or spouse to return to after lengthy food, traveling, or journeys?
No, I don't have a girlfriend at the moment. No,
Okay. And sir,
unfortunately.
I am so shocked that why you are not find the right woman for you, that you traveling different countries and different places here in the
Well,
Philippines.
it's hard to meet people really when you're traveling all the time. You know, you're sort of here for a minute and then you're gone.
Uh,
Uh, I tend to I vlog a lot,
mm,
and so I don't really go out socially that much. And when I do go out socially, it's with people I already know.
okay. So you are focusing for now. You are focusing in vlogging.
Well, you know, I'm open. I'm open to all offers.
Mm.
If if
But
if,
sir,
if I meet
I'm gonna
someone, it's great.
sir, I'm gonna ask this. Sorry for to ask this because this is a personal question, but I just
Oh,
apologize. Okay. So if you go to another places and you find a girl that it catch on your eyesight, that oh my god, this is that love at first sight.
uh-huh.
Okay. What will you gonna do?
Well, I'd say, oh hi, my name's Marshall. Would you like to have lunch with me? Something like that.
Okay. And sir, if ever you will find love at first sight, are you willing to settle down and uh, to be with her?
Oh yeah, but I don't
Yeah.
know about settle down. I'm not going to settle down just yet. I've got a lot of traveling to do.
Okay.
But I would, I'd consider traveling with somebody.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. And it would, in many instances, it would make traveling and even vlogging better and perhaps a bit more interesting to have someone else's take on things, their opinion on things. Because, like
Mm,
I'm always sitting at a restaurant table on my own. And I do feel that sometimes, it'd be nice to be sharing this experience with somebody on the
yes.
video. So I've really got to do something about it. I don't know. I'm just hopeless. I'm hopeless.
Okay. Okay. And sir, I apologize that I asked you personal question.
Oh, that's all right. That's okay.
Okay. Okay. And many countries use rice as their staple side and part of their main dishes. Do you see rice as a cuisine staple or necessary in any meal or health purposes?
Uh, uh, yeah, well, rice is a good staple, and everyone has staples. Like in some countries, people eat a lot of potatoes. To add a starch, or pasta is another one,
Mhm.
and rice is just like that. I like rice, um, and I eat rice every day
Mhm.
when I'm in the
Okay.
Philippines.
Yeah, because Philippines rice is the life here, and Filipino people cannot be they are not so very comfortable, or they are not full if there is no rice. Because
Yeah,
me,
yeah,
I
yeah.
had a friend, yeah, sir, I had a friend of mine that every time she eat 3 cups of rice. Said, where did you put everything on that?
Yeah, yeah, that's a lot of rice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a lot. Me, sometimes I cannot eat the 1 cup of rice. Just only half cup of rice. It's enough for me.
yeah. I'm a 1 cup of rice guy.
Mhm. Okay. And how long do you plan on staying in Davao? How would you compare Davao eating establishments and those and other major cities that you visited?
Well, I'm considering basing myself in Davao. So when
Mm.
I come back, I'll probably have a bit of a look around and see if I can find an apartment. I've got to figure this out. Uh,
Mm-mm.
but there's a really quite exciting food scene and certainly a cafe scene here in Davao that's really thriving. Lots of very, very interesting cafes and lots
Mm.
of restaurants that are cooking all sorts of things, not just fusions and not
Okay.
just Filipino food. There's all kinds of places opening up. And really, I was quite surprised. I think there's as much, if not more, variety in Davao than there is in Manila.
Mm.
I was really surprised. And the cafes, the coffee culture here is
Mm.
excellent. Good coffee everywhere.
Yeah. Me, I like coffee, but not so very strong coffee because it's not good for me to drink very strong coffee.
Right.
But I like coffee because my family is it's like addicted on coffee. Morning coffee, lunch coffee, 3 p.m. coffee,
Me
evening
too.
coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. I generally have 2 cups of coffee a day.
Okay. I also have a brother always drink coffee. I think every 2 hours drinking coffee, coffee, coffee.
Well, well, I like to have a cup of tea in the morning.
Mm, not here. Okay. So let's get into Filipino real estate and your investigation or knowledge in this area. What city or place would you recommend foreigners to rent, buy, less, or own?
I don't know. I'm not really an expert in that. I think you would rent or buy it somewhere that you found really compatible. You know, and there are lots of smaller cities like Dipolog or Dapitan or Dumaguete, or I mean Davao's a bigger city, but there are lots of places that would be nice to live. Um, and of course, if you're not in Manila, then it's going to be cheaper.
Okay.
And not only cheaper, you'll get more for your money as well.
Okay. And I'm gonna read a comment here. Hi, Mama G. Hello, everyone. Hello. And sir, like what Mama G said, everywhere ladies. So there are ladies everywhere.
Oh, I haven't noticed. Really?
Okay. And is rice is life. Yeah, rice is life
Oh,
here in the Philippines. Okay. And there is one. John Dodo must have white rice with adobo. And you know,
and a
sir,
San Miguel light.
yes. And you know, sir, when I was on Thailand, I was so astonished because it was my first time to eat sticky rice with dish. Mostly I eat here. I've never experienced that. Yeah, sticky rice with dish because I ordered before. I think I ordered meat and rice, but I didn't realize that it's sticky rice. So when I
Yeah.
eat, yeah, when I eat, I thought to myself it's different than the normal rice, right?
Oh, it
Because
is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's an
and I said,
Isan. It comes from
yeah,
Isan.
is it possible but it was my first time and I was shocked, but it's delicious even even if it's not, it's very delicious. I thought sometimes I miss the food of Thailand,
Mm, yeah.
but I will be back there soon.
And why are you going to Thailand? Are you making videos in Thailand?
Yeah, making videos so that my content will be different and but not right now that I will, but I am figure it out and planning to return again because
Did
there are
you
some places there that I didn't there are some places there that I didn't tour
go to
or yeah. And then sir, I really would like to experience skydiving there.
experience what?
Skydiving.
Oh, skydiving. Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've been already experienced to be close to the tiger, so I will try to experience skydiving.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right. Well, good luck. Good luck with that. God.
Okay. Ricky Swift. Hi, Sharon and Marshall Butters. Hi, Ricky. So, sir, please explain the full extent of your real estate content and support services that you provide.
I made a couple of videos on rental properties in Manila just to give people an idea of what you would get and how much you would need to pay. And
Mhm.
that's it. So I don't really have any experience in that area, but I do know that it will be cheaper in Davao
Mhm.
to rent. Um, I was looking in Rockwell before I left, and you don't get much for your money in Rockwell. You got to pay a lot of money.
Okay. And sir, there is a comment here. Happy Dave too. I can see that Marshall is a good looking man.
Oh, thank you, Dave. That's very kind of you.
Yes. Okay. So I am sure, sir, that when you will vlogging in the different places there in Davao, there will be so much woman following behind your back.
Well, that's so nice of you. Thank you. I'm
Okay.
flattered.
Okay, here is again. Philip Masi, will they speak Bisaya in Davao or do you speak any Filipino language?
No, I don't. It's a. I'm quite embarrassed, really. I haven't learnt much Filipino
Mhm.
at all. But they speak Visayas here
Ah, okay.
and Tagalog.
Mhm. But sir, I think in Davao are they speak Cebuano or Bisaya or mix? I think
Uh,
Bisaya in Davao, Bisaya.
I think it is. Yeah, yeah,
Bisaya, yeah.
yeah.
Because
And
I
then in
have
Zamboanga, it's Chavacano.
ah, okay.
Yeah, which is really interesting.
Yeah, but sir, if you see a beautiful woman in either in the carinderia, you can say guapa.
Quite, yeah, I know.
Okay, guapa.
Right. I thought you said whopper for a second.
Guapa. Guapa.
Yeah, guapa.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
S. Hello, Lapu-Lapu. Hi, S. So the meaning is S. Again, you were comments yesterday, and you know that I had a meaning now on your S. Shining, shimmering, splendid.
Uh huh. An in
Okay.
joke.
Okay. So many foreigners, myself as well, love coffee. You also love coffee. What city establishment in the Philippines where you drank coffee that resonates in your taste, buds, and minds?
Uh, well, I've just found a cafe called Cafe Olo.
Mm,
OLO. It's Olo Coffee and Concepts, and it's not far from my hotel. I stumbled upon it. It's very small, but they really are coffee connoisseurs, and they make delicious coffee, and it's only 120 pesos a
mm.
cup. And so I go there quite often. And there's another cafe just around the corner called The Bloom,
Ah,
and
okay.
that's they make very good coffee there, and they've also got 5G internet, which is pretty good.
Okay, nice. Okay. And there is here John Dodo, handsome, not beautiful. Can't remember. Okay, if it's handsome for a boy, it's guapo, and for the girl, it's guapa. That's beautiful, beautiful, guapa. Handsome is guapo.
Huh.
Mm.
Right.
And there is one. Happy Dave too. What else did you like about Indonesia? Were you able to meet any ladies? What do
I
you
was
think of
traveling.
the question?
I traveled through Indonesia pretty quickly. I just went to Jakarta and Yogyakarta, and I was only there really in total for about 7 days. But I liked the food, and I liked I liked the people, uh, and my hotel had a in Yogyakarta had a little rooftop bar, and I could go up there and have a beer.
Mm.
So I wasn't, like I felt comfortable the whole time I was there, and I experienced some really interesting food like smashed chicken.
Ah,
Where
okay.
they pound the chicken after it's cooked with a rock into these herbs and spices that they've mixed up, and it really gets into the chicken. It's delicious, and it tenderizes the chicken.
Okay. And
Smashed.
sir, I'm gonna ask, is Indonesia is affordable or cheap or the same price in Thailand?
Same price as Thailand.
Yeah.
No, it's cheaper than Thailand.
Hotel, the food.
It's cheaper than Thailand.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I don't know about Bali, but Jakarta and Yogyakarta, hotels were cheaper, restaurants were
Mm,
very cheap. Yeah.
okay. And there is one comment here. Maganda is beautiful. Yeah, maganda is Tagalog words, but guapa is Bisaya words. And sir, this is it. You seem to be very fit and healthy. Do you have adequate or comprehensive medical coverage if you get food poisoning or, God forbid, extremely sick in the Philippines?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to have health
Mm,
insurance. Yeah.
okay. So you have insurance coverage.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And sir, do you have any plan I mean, is Philippines is your final destination to retire, or you are planning another country?
Well, maybe the Philippines. Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm
Mm,
just not sure of what's going on, where I'm going. Like traveling all around the Philippines, and I do intend to do a little bit of international travel, but I'll probably use Davao as a base. So I'll keep coming back to the Philippines. And
Mm,
certainly, if I met somebody,
okay.
then I would be more inclined to think about the Philippines on a more permanent basis. But at the moment,
Mm,
I've been here for 3 years, and I've got no intention of leaving.
okay. Okay. And sir, as soon as possible, there will be a Filipino woman who arrow your heart.
Okay, I look forward to it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sir, any closing comments to any closing remarks to our viewers?
Um, Thank you for having me on the show. That immediately comes to mind.
Mhm.
And when I'm in Cebu, I'll look you up, and maybe we can do a collab in a restaurant or something.
Okay.
Do something different. Get you out of
Okay.
the house.
Okay, but sir, I just want to ask you a favor. If ever we will meet here in Cebu and we make collaboration in the restaurant, but just let me time to feel me so hungry so that I can eat more.
Just don't have breakfast.
because sir, actually and honestly I don't eat more, so I need to eat for myself to be more hungry so that I can eat more.
Okay. All right. Good.
Okay. Okay. So maybe if ever it will happen, maybe I will not eat breakfast and lunch and go directly to dinner.
Yeah. Fantastic. Good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here. Happy day to Sharon is such a pretty lady. Okay, thank you. Okay, here is this. Ricky Swift, Marshall's Batters. Where the best place to live in Davao?
I'm still not sure, Ricky. I'm in
Mm,
Echoland, and it seems to be pretty good. But I still Davao City is very big.
mm,
City limits are huge. It's actually apparently like geographically one of the biggest cities in the world. So the city limits are absolutely enormous, and it
okay.
can be quite difficult to get from one side of town to the other because there traffic. There's traffic.
Mm,
Uh, so I'm slowly exploring the place and meeting people and finding out about various areas. But I've been here for 3 weeks or so in Echoland, and I quite like it. I perhaps wouldn't mind living around here. It's
mm.
close to SM Echoland and SM City, and there's a lot of restaurants and stuff. It's not far from what they would consider to be the centre of town, I suppose, People's
Mm,
Park around there. It's not that far.
okay.
Um, so yeah, Echoland's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And sir, thank you for the interview. And I will put his YouTube channel link in the video description, and please subscribe to Marshall Butter's vlog. It's a foods and entertainment channel, and I am subscriber myself also. And you can donate to his channel and mine if you enjoy our content or buying us a coffee, and the link is in the both our YouTube channel video description. So thank you everyone, and
Thank
sir,
you.
thank you so much. I will not keep you a long time because I know that you are very busy, and so that you can find or meet your future companion.
All right. Thanks for having me on, Sharon. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, so sir, thank you so much, and thank you everyone um for having on my channel, and thank you for still continue watching and supporting to my channel. And sir, thank you so much again, and God
My
bless.
pleasure.
Yeah, keep safe always, and if you will go out in the restaurant today, just one bite for think that this is for Sharon so that she can taste this food.
All right. I'll do that. Oh
Okay.
well.
Okay. So, sir, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you,
Thank you, Sharon.
everyone.
Thank
God
you. Thanks for
bless.
having me on. That's great. Thank you.